Hi everybody. The goal of this video is not to show you exactly how to use TEEINBLUE to set up personalized products, although I do have one of my previous videos in this series set up dedicated to showing you exactly how to do that. What I want to show you today is how easy it is to create a bunch of different but similar products using ChatGPT. So I'm going to pop on over here to my Shopify store. And I'm going to go into my TEEINBLUE app. I already have my mug already set up and the pricing and everything is already set. And I do have a product base already set up for mugs with my print provider. So I'm just going to go into product base here. And this is the product base that I have set up, ceramic mugs. Okay. And I do have the pricing set up already for this and the print areas and such. I'm not going to get into the details on everything, how to create the mugs. I'm just going to create a bunch of mugs and I'm going to give you a rough idea how that's done. So let's just go to our artwork here. So I do have, this is the artwork that I did for the, let's see. We're going to go in here and edit. I'll just show you. This is the artwork that I did for the Best Friends Forever mugs with the graphic elements here that you can change. Like you can change the hairstyles to drinks and whatnot. That link for that video is in the description below. I'm just going to back out of this now. I'm just going to hit cancel here because I'm going to set up for a new artwork. So the new artwork is going to be called BFF funny quote mug. And for category, it's going to be mug. If category wasn't already in there, you hit new category and just type in the category that you want. So we're going to import the print area size here. So the product is mug, ceramic mugs, 11, 15, and 20 ounce. We're just going to do the 11 ounce right now. When I do a collection of these, I'm going to include all the different sizes. There is 11, 15, and a 20. So I'm going to select this. And I'm going to hit save. Excuse me. So this is our basis. This is our blank canvas for our mug. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the names on the left hand side of the template, and then on the right hand side of the template right here I'm going to put a funny quote, and all the text on here is going to be editable by the customer. So I'm going to start with text. I'm going to put in a text layer. I'm just going to do really quick here now, and then I'll go in and customize them in just a little bit. So that's our name 1. Name 1. Okay, so the font that I want for that is a custom font that I uploaded. You click on custom fonts, and any fonts that you've uploaded to your assets in the main screen of TEEINBLUE will show up in here. So the one I want to use is called DK Lemon Yellow Sun. You notice that it's a little bit not very thick. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so it's really not that bold, and this font does not have any options here that you can choose a different font weight, like a bold or a super bold or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a stroke to this text. I'm going to add a black stroke. This little blue A icon here is your text stroke. You hit enable stroke, and we're going to set the stroke to a 000, 00, and that's your true black. And I'm going to put this is a stroke of 1 pixel. If I turn it off, you can see the difference. I think I'm going to add a second pixel to it, so it's a little bit bolder again. So we turn that off and turn it on, and you can see that it's very bold, and that's what we're going for. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that, name 1, but first I'm going to set up the customization. So you just go into the little pencil icon. Default text is, we're just going to say the default text is name 1. Okay. Personalization. Let's see. Enable personalization. And we're going to call that name 1 as well. If you don't have Shopify Store, there's a link to the sign up for a 3-day trial in the description. Okay, so this is name 1. That's our first layer. Now that layer is editable. Okay. Text character limit, we'll put in 15. 15 should be plenty. We're going to mark this option as required and show customization data on checkout. Okay. Okie dokie. So I'm not going to get into the auto scale or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it as is. They can put in up to 20 characters. 20 characters shouldn't make it too big. Not for a name anyway. Okay. I'm going to go back. I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate. And this is going to be name 2. And we're just going to go in here and update the option settings. So go into personalization, change it to name 2. Name 2. Okay. And we'll go back. Now there looks like there's just one there, but we got 2 copies sitting on top of one another. So you just hold this down. Okay. Now the next layer is going to be a line of text. I'm just going to call it line of text. I'm going to duplicate name 2. And I'm going to call it line of text. And that's going to be customizable as well. So I am going to make that text a little bit smaller, but for default text, I'm going to just say line of text. Okay. For personalization, I'm going to add a toggle here so that they can turn that layer off or on if they like. Okay. And line of text. Line of text. Okay. So for this one, we want to take out this character limit. And I do want to set a, let's see, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so 84, that's set it. I'm going to give it a max size here of, let's see, we'll turn on auto scaling. Right now it's, I think that's 1,000. It's a little over too far, I think. So if they type out a full line of that text and it goes over this far, it'll be a little bit too far. But maybe it wouldn't be, but I don't want to take any chances. So I'm just going to put in 900. Okay, so they can type whatever they like in here up to this size. If they type more than enough characters to fill this out, the characters will start gradually getting smaller. Okay, so that's that. So you can always check over here, make sure you got your stuff labeled properly. Line of text, line of text. And this one you can turn it off or on. Alright, so now we got to put an and in here. So we're going to go back. I'm just going to duplicate line of text. And I'm going to say and. We're going to call that layer and. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. Oops, I didn't want to copy that. Just delete it. Go in and edit it. Enable personalization. We're going to turn that off. No personalization. And we're going to drag that layer up here. And the default text is just going to be and. Okay. Alright, so that's one side of our mug done. This is saying name 1. That's our layer 2. We got to go in and change that. So under name 1, we got to change our default text so that it says name 2. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a paragraph. So I'm going to go back here to our layers. Right here where the plus sign is, I'm going to choose paragraph. And I'm going to drag that over here. And I'm going to change the font on that as well to our custom font. DK Lemon Yellow. And we're going to scale it up a little bit. Make the size a little bit bigger. We can make the box any size we want. Okay, so now we got some dummy text in there. We want it centered, so that's good. So now we got to go in to edit this, and I'm just going to click here, and I'm going to bring over my ChatGPT window. Oh, that's the wrong window. Where are we? I've lost it, I think. Nope, we're right here. Okay. So I asked it to generate me, write me a really funny BFF phrase. Friends like us are like unicorns and rainbows, except even more magical and ridiculously hilarious. So you can just highlight that and copy it. You can use quotes if you like. You don't have to. Hit Control C. Go back into your TEEINBLUE portal, and you just paste that text right into your default paragraph. So that text is a little small still, so I'm just going to boost that up a little bit. Okay. All right, so there's your quote. We don't have this one as bold. I'm just going to go in here and give it a stroke of 1 pixel. Make sure you got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Oops. Go in here and make sure that this is highlighted. Type in 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. And that's good. That's bold enough. So now that we got that done, we're just going to go in and create a product now. And that to create a product, you go into campaigns, new campaign. Campaign title is BFF Mug 1, we'll call it. Hit save. Available products is our ceramic mug. We're just doing the first one, the smallest one, so we'll select the artwork and we'll choose that artwork. So for the mock-ups, I'm going to create a new mock-up, I think. I'm going to hit upload. Now I made 2 mock-ups. I downloaded these off Creative Fabrica, and I did an overlay. So you'll see what that's all about in 1 sec. So you just double click on that. I'm just trying to get through this here now because I got to go for supper with my mom and my aunt, and they don't like it when you're late. Okay, so there's our mock-ups. We're going to add our print area. So we're doing the print area for the 11 ounce, which is the front, 2550 by 1098. So we'll just, and it shows you your artwork. So you can just pop that on there. You can make it a bit bigger if you like. Just make sure it's centered. Now we got a little bit of a problem here. This is centered up on the left side mug, while this one isn't. So it's an easy way to fix that. We're just going to hit enable masked, and it puts a mask on it. So we're going to edit the mask, so we can drag this over so that that part doesn't show up. Okay. So that's good. Now we're going to add the print area again, same print area for the same size mug. And now we can drag that out a little bit. Try to make it so it looks realistic. Okay. So now we got this overlapped again. This is showing up again. So we'll do exactly the same thing for this print area. We'll hit enable masked, edit mask, drag this in. And you only got to drag it in so that it doesn't allow the other part of the design to show. Okay. So that's good there. So we can hit save here, and that's your mug. So you can type in whatever name you want in there. So we can hit launch on that now. We can hit launch, and then we can duplicate it, and we can go into our artwork and change it. So I'm just going to hit launch. Oops, something went wrong. Some of the variants have custom print areas without artwork. Okay. Let's take some variants away. So if you go into available products, you can click here on the edit, And you can go in, and I'm going to turn off the 20 ounce and the 15 ounce. Okay, so that should allow us to publish this. So let's see, I'm going to delete these mock-ups as well, these old ones, because the stuff don't fit too good on those. Delete, remove, remove. So now we're left with the proper mock-up that we had. Okay, that looks good to me. Okay, so we can launch this now. Okay, so in order to make multiple mugs with the same templates, what we need to do, we don't need to touch product base, that's already set up. We need to go into artwork. Okay, we're going to duplicate this. And we're going to go into edit. Now, if we go back into our ChatGPT, where did it go? Right here. I'm going to ask it to write me 5 really funny BFF phrases.
We're so close.
Okay, we don't need you to read it for us there, what's your name? So, what you need to do now is you read through them, of course, and pick out which ones you like. And you can just copy, Control C, go back into your portal, go back into your paragraph, edit, paste this in here. Now you could set that up so that they can modify it. You don't have to. Okay, so we're going to hit save here. And we'll do that again. We'll make 3. Okay, so we'll duplicate. And you should name them. Okay, we're going to go in here. Now I'm going to go in and pick out another one. We're like 2 peas in a hilarious pod, except we're more like 2 clowns at a comedy convention. We're BFFs, which stands for Best Funny Fools, because we're experts in creating laughter and embarrassing ourselves. That's a really good one. I like that. Alright, so I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to paste that into the paragraph. And I'm going to hit save. So now, these 2 artworks, we're going to create new campaigns for these. Campaign. So all we need to do is duplicate this BFF Mug 1. Duplicate, and we'll go in here and we'll change it to BFF Mug 2. I'd give it a more descriptive name if I was actually going to keep this on my store. I got a lot of work to do with this before I decide to publish it for my store. Okay, so I'm going to delete the artwork, remove. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to select the second one that we did. Okay, so that one's ready to go. Now that's ready to publish. So launch, and that's done. Okay, so now I'm going back into my campaign again. I'm going to duplicate this campaign, duplicate campaign, and you can do this if you got 25, 50 mugs, it doesn't matter. You just, as long as you got the unique artwork for each one, you can keep doing that, and just remember to update your titles. Okay, so this is BFF Mug number 3. Alright, we're going to delete that artwork, remove, get our 3rd artwork that we set up, which is this one. Okay, and launch. Okay, so now if we go into our Shopify store, into our products, we'll bring up our products here. We click create it, and newest first. It'll show us our most recent products that we published. And here we have a BFF1, BFF2, and BFF3. So I'm going to add these to my personalized gift collection. Okay, so I'm just going to check them off. So you check them. You can go in here under the edit tab down here, more actions. add to collection. So I have a personalized gift collection here, and I'm going to hit save. So now when somebody goes on to my, let's go into my store. I'm going to go into Island Design Factory. IslandDesignFactory.com. Okay, here's my store. I'm going to go into personalized gifts. And here's our mugs. Okay, so now if we go in here, if I'm the customer, I can go in here. I can choose, I can put my name in here, Lori and Lisa. I think maybe I might have them a little too bold. I might take the bold off of that. BFFs since 1988. Okay. So if you go down here and you hit preview, it shows you your product. So that's a way you can use ChatGPT to create multiple products with a similar theme. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment. I'd like for you to consider subscribing to my page, and I hope you have a great evening.